Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce to you the top table here. Most of them probably won't need much introduction, but I will still introduce them. We have the Honourable Seema Malhotra MP, who is one of our honorary patrons and also helped us to host the event this evening. And next to her is Mr. Nirbhay Rai, who is the Treasurer of the Punjabi Society of British Isles. And then we have Mr. Subhash Chandra, who is the President currently for the third year for the Punjabi Society of British Isles. Then we have Dr. Onkar Sahota, who is also an honorary patron of the Society, and he's also a member of the London Assembly. And then we have Mr. T.S. Sani, who is one of the oldest members of our Society. He's also one of our special advisors and patrons as well. And I am actually the General Secretary, and my name is Parag Bhargava. So first of all, on behalf of the Society, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for taking the time out to come and join us to this special event. It's part one of two. We are celebrating our 90th anniversary. The Society was actually formed back in 1928. And we do actually have an annual dinner and dance, which will be taking place in the Ramada Hotel, London, South Ruislip. Details will be on the screen in a second. Next. We have to let the photographers do their job. So this event is more an informal event where it's really sort of entertainment, music, dancing. We still have places available and we'd like to see many of you there if you haven't already bought your tickets. Please see any committee member who are wearing these colourful badges if you are interested to attend. We do normally actually recognise one or two individuals at those sort of events. But being the 90th anniversary, we thought it'd be something nice to do, something different, something special, and especially for the recipients to be able to come to such a historical building and receive an award which would hopefully be something quite memorable for them. So without further ado, we are going to just have a brief history about the Society, which will be given by our President, Mr. Subhash Chandra, and then we shall undertake the presentation of the awards. The citations will be read by the President, myself, and the Treasurer, and then Seema Ji and Dr. Onkar Sahota will make the presentations. So I'll now pass over to Mr. Subhash Chandra. Thank you.
Honorable Seema Malhotra, MP, Dr. Onkar Sahota, Member, London Parliament, Assembly, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to our presentation evening. The history of our society.
Swap the microphone.
Sorry? Yeah. Our society, if you already know, before the unfortunate partition of India, on August 15, 1947, the strength of Indians was small. Most of them were being professionals from various fields, army officers, medical doctors, and students who were here for further higher studies or advanced professional training in their respective fields. After working long hours, they felt isolated, and to alleviate this monotonous scenario, a few of our visionary successors, mostly from Punjab, took the initiative to bring them all together to socialize, help, advise, and provide moral support to each other, and also to organize social and cultural events to retain and promote rich Punjabi culture and traditions. To achieve that objective, a meeting was held in 1928 in Shafi Indian Restaurant located in Shaftesbury Avenue, central London. This meeting was attended by 40 to 50 individuals, and in that meeting it was decided to establish an organization and named as the Punjabi Society of the British Isles 1988. The objectives set were to organize social events to promote rich Punjabi culture and traditions. By 1950, this organization gained a further boost when the Indian population in London got over to 3,000. The aims and objectives were set out to bring all Punjabis together by organizing social and cultural events to promote rich Punjabi culture. Then on the organization, when the organization gained great strength and its activities and objectives were further diversified to promote universal brotherhood and better understanding among different faiths, and also raise funds for good humanitarian and charitable causes. Ever since, this organization has done a commendable job by raising and donating thousands of pounds for various charities such as Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital Charity, Save the Children Fund, British Heart Foundation, British Red Cross, victims of Gujarat earthquake and tsunami in Haiti, Cancer Research UK, Roko Cancer, Alzheimer's Research UK, Dementia UK, and donated a fully equipped medical van to provide medical aid to the needy in the remote villages of India, among so many other charitable organizations. Because of extrovert, enterprising, and hardworking nature, many Punjabis have excelled in their respective fields. Tremendous contribution in boosting the economy of UK. In recognition of their dedicated and distinguished services, many of the members of our community have been bestowed with honors by this organization and also by Her Majesty the Queen. Some of the community members are now making a great contribution in the political sector as elected councillors, mayors, members of parliament, and in the House of Lords. This evening, we are honoring some personalities in recognition of their notable and distinguished contributions to the community. Thank you very
much. Thank you, Subhashji. So without further ado, we will start the ceremony of the award presentations. And I would like to ask Subhashji to read the first citation. The recipient of this award is Dr. Pooja Dasan. And Subhashji, if you could please provide the citation before we ask her to come up to receive the award. Thank you.
Dr. Pooja Dasan, welcome you. She is a consultant neurologist working at Ealing Hospital and Imperial College Healthcare NHS Trust. She is the clinical lead of neurology at London Northwest University Healthcare NHS Trust. From 1995 to 2001, she studied medicine at Guy's and St. Thomas medical schools, and during this time she attained a Bachelor of Sciences degrees in neuroscience. Then in 2005, she undertook a period of postgraduate research at the Institute of Neurology at Queen Square, exploring the role of new blood tests to help diagnose patients with acute stroke. The results from this research have been published in peer-reviewed journals. She has developed a niche interest in obstetric neurology and leads a clinic at Queen Charlotte's Hospital, where she reviews pregnant women with complex neurological problems. This is a highly specialized area of neurology, and there are only a handful of similar clinics nationally in this country. Outside of her clinic work, she is actively involved in the training and supervision of medical students and junior doctors, and has developed consensus guidelines for the management of neurological conditions in pregnancy, and has delivered plenary sessions on this topic as well. Pooja is married and has 2 children. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Pooja Dasan. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Pooja Dasan.
President of the Punjabi Society Executive Committee and honourable guests, good evening. I must say I don't feel deserving of this, but thank you so much to the Punjabi Society for this award. I'm really honoured to receive it. I've been asked to say a few words, and I guess I'll just say one thing, which is that in this day and age, it's been pretty hard work, but it's been possible for a British agent, a female British agent, to rise within the ranks of men and so forth. And it wasn't the same for my predecessors who came to this country in the 1960s and 70s. And they did this, and they were, they couldn't shatter those glass ceilings. But I guess through hard work and determination, us as a Punjabi society, we have endeavoured to work hard and rise, not only in medicine and science, but also in politics as well. And I think we have a clear example of that here. There's a great example and role model for British agents, and particularly female British agents. So I think we should endeavour to strive as we have done, and continue to raise the profile of Punjabis within the country, and continue to rise to our society here in the UK. So thank you once again.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The next awardee is Randeep Singh Lal of Nishkam SWAT. Randeep Singh Lal is founder, trustee, and global operating director for Nishkam SWAT, a humanitarian aid organization which in one of its projects concentrates on making sure that the homeless and less fortunate are fed, clothed, and basic medical requirements addressed. Working in this field now for nearly 10 years, Nishkam SWAT have gone from serving one area in the UK to 15 areas 30 times a week, plus internationally Argentina, Buenos Aires and Delhi, with a further scope to expand further in the UK and internationally. Every minute spent on this work is totally Nishkam, meaning selfless, without taking any rewards or salary. Randeep's biggest influence on this service comes through the teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji in the Sikh faith. They started from the very humble beginnings of Southall with a very small team where there was an urgent situation of humanitarian aid required for Punjabis. Today they serve nearly 3,000 meals a week, all over the UK. They also involve themselves with local and national disaster issues, most recent being 2012 riots, where they were called upon by the police for assistance to help keep peace, 2014 floods in the Berkshire and Staines area, where they helped emergency services with evacuation and providing sand and filling sandbags along the food provisions. 2017, Heathrow and British Airways called for assistance for food and water for stranded passengers at Terminal 5 when computer systems crashed. 2017, an ongoing assistance to the Grenfell tragedy, where their West London warehouse became the fourth overflow centre for donations, as well as ongoing support for food and other assistance. These are just a few of the initiatives they have been involved with. They also run youth clubs to educate the youth about the dangers of drugs and alcohol. They also have an elderly care project where they visit the old and lonely to make them feel wanted and cared for. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Randeep Singh Lal. If I could ask Dr. Sahota to step forward.
Thank you.
Secretary, Punjabi Society, Seema, Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very honored to be here too. We don't deserve this, I'll be honest with you. I will accept it, but I will accept it on behalf of the 600 plus, possibly 750 now, volunteers that do all the work in the background. But I think most of all, we'll take this on behalf of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who created Langar in 1469, which we're doing today. We've not created nothing new today, we're just carrying on what he said. He said, serve humanity, love humanity, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji then finished it off by saying, recognize the human race as one. That's all we're doing. We're not doing nothing new here. So recognizing the human race, is a standard for humanity, which is what we do, which is what we have in the room today, and which we're going to carry on doing this, so that Punjabis, Hindus, Sikhs, Muslims, whoever they are recognized for who we really are, not what the media shows us to be. So thank you very, very much.
For the next award, I'd like to ask Nirbeji, please. Thank you. Please.
Soon after, he also entered the building world. Since then, the Laguna brand has come synonymous with fine Asian dining and well in the West. Laguna now caters to over 400 companies a year and has contracts with over 100 venues nationwide, including many prestigious locations such as Victoria and Albert Museum, Four Seasons, Sheraton, and Mandarin Oriental. Laguna now has entered internationally, having catered for events in Morocco, Paris, and Athens. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sunil Ramada.
Those of you that have seen the picture on screen would wonder how Sunil has managed to defy ageism. This is actually Sunil's son, Amit. Unfortunately, Sunil Ji couldn't be with us. He got held up at a medical appointment. So Amit Lamba will be collecting the award on his behalf.
Change it now. Otherwise, when you close the camera, right, the camera may. Yeah, change it now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The previous winners very modestly said they don't deserve it, but I literally don't deserve this. I'm sure my father would be very thrilled to be here this evening, but unfortunately due to a medical appointment he wasn't able to make it. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank the hard-working team at Laguna, our very regular and very long-standing customers, many of which are here this evening. And also a big congratulations to the Punjabi Society of British Isles on their 90th anniversary, with very best wishes from everyone at Laguna and of course everyone in this room for the future as well. Thank you very much.
Right. For our next award recipient, I would ask Subhashji, please. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Rajinder Singh Makkar is a residential developer and investor. He is an inspirational personality with exceptional skills in problem solving to transact business and enhance profitability. Proficiency in investors' relations, sound judgments in acquisitions and developments, and exceptional skills acquiring during 20 years of invaluable experience has made Director Mr. Rajinder Singh Makkar an important integral part and a driving force behind his various companies. His qualifications as a chartered accountant with extensive knowledge in corporate finance, corporate governance, and planning, and his entrepreneurship in real estate sector at a very young age has made him a strong and admirable leader in residential property sector. Mr. Rajinder Singh Makkar can pride himself for building several architecturally sound and innovative residential properties around M25 corridor. Over the years, his companies have acquired a great reputation for the highest standards in style, reliability, and excellent customer service. All his developments, whether in residential or commercial sectors, started home or luxurious apartments, are carefully designed, environmentally dynamic, and are a showcase of excellence. He is blessed with added qualities of leadership, management, incalculating team spirit, and loyalty among his staff and colleagues. It is incredibly and highly appreciable that despite his very busy business commitments, he has an added urge and strong inclination to serve humanity, the underprivileged, and the deprived children. His generous contributions towards humanitarian work continues undebated with great zeal. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Rajinder Singh Makkar.
Citation, Mr. Ravinder Singh Sidhu. Ravinder ji is the CEO and the founder of Khalsa Aid, an international humanitarian aid organization based in Slough in the UK. Ravi's passion to serve and the vision to create positive change has seen him lead from the front line in areas of humanitarian crisis for over 18 years. Whether it has been in response to man-made conflicts or natural disasters, Ravi has launched a mission in over 25 countries and helped establish network with local NGO to provide immediate short-term and long-term sustainable relief. Ravi shot to fame in the UK in 2014 when he mobilized his charity to help the people of Somerset after heavy rain and high winds caused huge amounts of damage to property and land. In 2015, Ravi helped the people of Nepal after an earthquake which killed nearly 9,000 people and injured nearly 22,000. He encouraged his newly made friends from Somerset to help. In 2016, Ravi's team assisted motorists stranded in the Dover traffic chaos by delivering 6,000 water bottles. Some travelers spent up to 15 hours at a standstill on the M20. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ravinder Singh Sidhu.
Hi, good evening. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So my wife said, make sure your shirt's tucked in when you go to the top to collect the awards. I kept checking my shirt tucked in. I hate wearing suits. You know, like t-shirts and jeans is what I'm comfortable in. Punjabis have open doors and open hearts. It doesn't matter which side of the border Punjabis are. Punjabis welcome hospitality is legendary. And that's what really was the key in making of Khalsa Aid, creating of Khalsa Aid, what the Gurus taught us, what Randeep Singh said. This is what Sikhi, this is what Punjabi is all about. So when we're working with the Yazidi women who have, in modern day, we have let them down as a whole, as a global community. They've been sold as slaves. So when they come back, we're trying to pick them up, help them. And it does make you wonder how we have become so intolerant as a society, and acceptance of others, and such a challenging, dark time that we forget who we are. Sometimes I see Punjabis who are joining far-right groups, and that breaks my heart. A Punjabi can never be into far-right extremism. We are acceptance, we accept all, we are tolerant people, we welcome all. So I think in almost 20 years on the frontline aid work, I really do believe love will overcome hate, and love can change the world. And this award today, I actually dedicate to somebody I've been following for a long time, who gave his life in pursuit of justice and exposing the disappearances in Punjab. Jaswant Singh Kalera, who lost his life, who actually gave a lecture here too. So I think Punjabi society, I'm very grateful for your recognition. And our team in Kerala right now, they are doing an amazing job. Everything we do is because of volunteers. Amarpreet Singh, the director of India, is an amazing young guy who led. It wasn't Ravi Singh in Nepal or in Bangladesh or in Kerala. It's Amarpreet Singh. Sometimes it's better to say the names of those who are doing it. People give me the credit, say, Ravi Singh, you're doing it. But there are individuals out there, there are great volunteers who are not mentioned, who are not known. So I thank them all, and I thank you all. But please, my message remains always the same. We are a very tolerant people. Let's remain tolerant. Let's remain loving. Let's change the world through seva. Thank you very much.
Right, the next one was given to me because it's quite complicated. So, Sir Professor Tajinder Singh Virdi is Professor of Physics at Imperial College London. Born in 1952 in Kenya, his family moved to the UK in 1967. In 1979, after his doctorate in particle physics from Imperial College London, Tajinder moved to Geneva to work at the European Particle Physics Laboratory, where he continues to live today. His research over the last 30 years has involved the design and then the oversight of the construction of the compact muon solenoid experiment at the Large Hadron Collider, a powerful proton-to-proton collider. CMS, which is the compact muon solenoid, was designed and constructed to tackle some of the most fundamental questions about the origin, the evolution, and the composition of our universe, as well as the search for the Higgs boson to reveal the mechanism for generating mass of fundamental particles. The research finally led to the momentous discovery of the Higgs boson in July 2012, a discovery that proves that there exists a quantum field that imparts mass to fundamental particles, which in turn gives our universe substance, ultimately allowing humankind and everything around it to exist in the form we see every day. Tajindra is well known and recognized as one of the two founding fathers of CMS, arguably the most complex scientific experiment ever put together. From conception and design through to construction, he pioneered various techniques that were crucial for the discovery of the Higgs boson. He was also instrumental in building up the CMS collaboration from a handful of scientists in 1993 to some 3,500 scientists and engineers from more than 40 countries. Presently, Tajindra leads a team of scientists from 15 countries researching and developing yet another novel technique to measure energies of high-energy particles for use in much more challenging environment and foreseen to be operational at the LHC by the mid-2020s. Among the prizes Tajindra has been awarded in 2009 UK Institute of Physics, Chadwick Medal, and the prized 2013 European Physical Society, HEP Prize, 2013 Fundamental Physics Prize, 2015 IOP Glazebrook Medal and Prize, and the 2017 American Physical Society Panofsky Prize. He's also been awarded honorary doctorates from Queen Mary University of London, University of Lyon, and Punjabi University, Chandigarh. Elected to the Fellowship of the Royal Society and the IOP in 2012, Tajindra was made Knight Bachelor in the 2014 Queen's Birthday Honours List. We are very honoured to have him here today. And ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to please put your hands together for Sir Professor Tajindra Singh Birdi.
Okay, thanks.
Good evening. I'm actually more used to giving scientific talks, so I've actually written down a few words. So first, Secretary of the Society, distinguished guests, recipients of awards, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to start by thanking the Punjabi Society for conferring on me such a great honor. As was mentioned, we at CERN in Geneva made this groundbreaking discovery of the Higgs boson experiment. What I wanted to say a few words about was what it took. So this was made possible by inventing new technology and pushing the existing ones to the very limit, and pooling the talents and resources of thousands of scientific minds from the world over. Now, progress in fundamental science allows us to get a deeper understanding of how nature works as well as science. But over the centuries, this understanding has very much improved the way we live, giving us a better life, providing us with numerous paradigm-shifting technologies. For example, the discovery of the electron, the first fundamental particle with mass, discovered in 1897, And the deep understanding of its quantum nature gave us in the end the world of semiconductor electronics, which has led to many great benefits for humankind. Now, in general, scientific knowledge is a shared heritage of humankind. And scientific literacy is essential to make sense of our modern world. And looking to the future, only by constantly questioning and improving upon previous knowledge can we make significant progress. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the sacrifices made by our parents to change continents, to afford us education that enabled my path entry into fundamental science. Today I wish to fondly remember my late father and father-in-law. I'm joined here today by my mother and mother-in-law, my families, and my dear wife, Bachelor, my bedrock of support. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Professor Virdi actually travelled from Geneva to be with us today, so thank you. The final award for this evening, and last but by no means least, is to a newspaper. Desh Pradesh Weekly is the first and most popular Punjabi Indian weekly newspaper in Britain and Europe. Established in 1965 by the late Tharseem Singh Puriwal, who was sadly shot in 1995 outside his offices and passed away, it has acclaimed the largest readership outside of India and is now the largest, most popular, and widely circulated Punjabi weekly newspaper representing the Punjabi-speaking community throughout Britain, Europe, and across the globe. It was taken over by Mr. Gurbaksh Singh Virk, who was working as an editor for the paper at the time, and since 2004, it is being run by his son, Mr. Sarabjit Singh Virk, as managing director, who himself has been with the paper since 1989. Government statistics show that the Punjabi community is the largest ethnic community in the United Kingdom, and Desh Pradesh reaches over 80% of Punjabi readers. Their 150,000 British readership includes every age group from 15 years to 80 years across London, the South East, South West, Wales, North East, North West, the Midlands, Gloucestershire, Yorkshire and Scotland, pretty much most of UK. Besides these main distribution areas, they also have subscribers throughout other parts of Britain and all over Europe, America, Canada and Asia. Due to his commitment to the paper, and Wednesday being a deadline day, Sarabjit Singh Virk is unable to join us today, but his son Indavir Virk is here with us to receive the award on behalf of his father and grandfather. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Desh Pradesh Weekly and welcome Indavir Virk.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. First of all, I give congratulations on this auspicious occasion of the 90th anniversary of the organisers of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles. Today I have the privilege to be with you at this award night. I'm also very happy to receive the award for Punjabi weekly newspaper Desh Pradesh. The newspaper has been serving the Punjabi community in Europe, the whole of UK and any other country that Punjabis reside in, and has been for every week for the last half century. I'm very much delighted to have this honor on behalf of this and the whole team, and I'm sure my granddad and my dad are very, very happy. Also, I'd like to say my granddad did mention to me before I come, he said it's moments like this that make him proud of where he's got to be today, so thank you very much.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the formal awards presentations for this evening. We will have some photographs, and we'd like to take a photograph of all the awardees sitting together with the committee members, so if I could ask you to remain there after we do finish. Before we finish, there is one more certificate of appreciation that we would like to give. Some of you may have noticed that as well as Punjabi Societies, we have the SBI UK Bank banner up there. They are actually supporting our event on the 15th of September. They're one of the supporting organisations, but they're also sponsoring today's evening, and have prepared a small goodie bag for all of you to take away. I do say small goodie bag because it was all last minute, so we couldn't pack it for you, but I'm told that there's a very nice couple of chocolates in there, and a couple of pens. So I would like to ask Amardeep Chamdal, Lord Amardeep Chamdal, to please come on the stage to receive a certificate of appreciation from the Society as well. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for Amardeep Chamdal. Now I'd like to ask Dr. Onkar Sahota, who's one of our honorary patrons, to just say a few words as well and address you. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it really is a pleasure to be with you this evening to celebrate your 90th anniversary. Can you imagine the situation in 1928 when India was still ruled by Britain, when the Punjab was not the Punjab we know today? The people came to this country and had the vision and the foresight to set up a Punjabi society of the British Isles. They wanted to maintain those culture and those values which they remembered from Punjab. And it's even more important now in a multicultural Great Britain, particularly in London, possibly one of the most diverse cities in the world, that we are able to hold back the values of our parents and grandparents. And I congratulate all the hard work that you do as a Punjabi society in reminding us of these values and reminding us of our cultural heritage. Being able to present awards to such a diverse number of people, and particularly two organizations which are from my own constituency, Ealing Hospital, which happens to be in Southall, and also Des Pradesh, which is also in Southall. So I'm particularly delighted, but we have a whole diversity of people who have been successful and are Punjabi in origin. And I was thinking, what is it that makes them successful? What is it that makes us Punjabis successful? And I was reminded of a story of a little girl at the end of an art class painting. And the teacher said, "What are you painting?" She said, I'm painting the picture of God. The teacher said, but no one knows what God looks like. And she said, don't worry, just wait 5 minutes and they'll soon find out. It's that confidence, it's that ability to challenge, that ability to take risks, the ability to grow, to be self-confident. Failures are the pillars of success. And if you stop trying, if you stop failing, you will never succeed. And I think that is what is enterprising. Those Punjabis who came in 1928 to this country, they were explorers, they were innovators. They came to a new country, but they had the courage to make the step. We heard about from Professor Virdi how science is about challenging, not knowing what the right answer is, but knowing there is a different answer, and that you're making the effort to explore, not failing, not being afraid to fail. I don't know how many experiments people fail every day. Or in business, 8 out of 10 businesses will fail. That's the statistic. But that doesn't stop us trying. And I think it's those values of confidence, of being explorative, and also to adopting a lifestyle where we are welcome to everyone, that we open up, that we don't think we have all the answers. We believe that a society where we collectively can add on to it, we collectively can make a society better, that makes us so much easy people to get along with, and I think that's something we've contributed here. So it's really a real pleasure to be with you this evening, to recognize the contributions of all the Punjabis who have contributed to this country, and also let us not forget the movement to get India independence didn't originally start in India. Mahatma Gandhi was an NRI. He went back to India to talk about independence. The Ghadar movement, which was the Punjabis living in Americas and Canadas, they had the inspiration to learn something, go back to India. So we have also played a big role, not only in this country or from America, Canada, overseas, but also a big role back in India, and that's the bridge which we hold with Punjab now. The Punjab of 1928 is different from Punjab today. It's been divided now 3 times, but still, that Punjabi spirit lives on both sides of the 1947 border. And I congratulate you for all the hard work you do, for allowing me to share some of my thoughts with you, and congratulations to all the recipients for the wonderful work you do, and for the wonderful example you are to all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saltha. And I would now like to ask the Honourable Seema Malhotra to say a few words as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and it's a real pleasure to be able to follow my friend and brother, Dr. Onkar Sahota, and to welcome you all here this evening. Mr. President and members of the committee, I want to thank you all as well for the foresight, the vision, and also the hard work that has gone into putting tonight on. I think it's been an incredibly special evening, and for me, I think a very important moment in Parliament, just 2 days back into a world of chaos in politics, that we have an event like tonight that is celebrating achievement, personal achievement, but also achievement within the Punjabi community, for which we all are incredibly grateful and also incredibly proud. I do believe that the founders of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles probably had no idea where the vision that they had was going to lead. Starting a society like that in a country like ours, with so few Punjabis, people they look to for support, for joy, for love, people who helped them settle, helped each other settle, and that's been the history of our community, reaching out and helping others to be able to stand also on their own 2 feet. I feel incredibly proud of all of the stories that we've heard tonight. And you may look and talk about us here in Parliament as role models, but I have to say that every single one of you has touched my heart in what you have done, who you are, the values you live by, the way you have stayed true to the values that we have as Punjabis, our community, the strength and the courage of our parents and our grandparents and what they stood for. I know that all of you will share in the words of Professor Virdi in remembering our parents and what they did. And indeed, I too was remembering my late father, how little they could have imagined that tonight in Parliament, as parliamentarians, and I also was the first female Punjabi member of the British Parliament, to be able to hear your stories, which are the stories not just of your life, but of the generations who came before you and helped build the foundations on which you now stand tall. And tonight isn't just a story of the Punjabi community. It's a story of our progress as a nation in science, in business, in architecture and property, in medicine, in media, in entertainment. And we don't often mainstream our story about how we, in coming forward in our own professions, following our own passions, following public service in a different way, because all of us, and that shared story tonight, not just with those who have won awards, but I think in every single one of you here, is a story of service and of seva. And that's why when I look around and I see what we've achieved, but also I think the story that we are telling, the way in which we are giving a message to the next generation, that the choices you make are the choices that will define you and define our community too. The choices that will unite rather than divide. The choices that will be that love over hate. The choices that will be driving prosperity for us all over poverty. The choices that will be building that bridge and that axis between India, Punjabis across the world, and our country. And so tonight I think has symbolized so much more. You have also made me remember who I am. Because in a world of turmoil, and starting the week in Brussels, having a really busy day yesterday in Parliament, dealing with issues of national security today, there are so many things that pass through our world in a single day in Parliament. And you deal with things going from the Prime Minister's statement on the Salisbury poisoning to coming back and dealing with constituents who are having parking problems. But every single one of those moments is a moment in our day, and an important moment for me in our sense of local and national service. And so I want to thank you all for the support that you also provide to the Punjabi Society of the British Isles. So many of you with whom I have other connections as well, who Onka will have connections with, also Virendra Sharma and Tanmanjeet Desi, who gave their apologies for tonight. I want to also acknowledge Sachin Gupta, who's been a councillor in Hounslow and who is such a tremendous support to all of those around him. You all have a unique story, and I hope that you will all feel truly that you too are winners in the story of how Punjabis settled in our country and how they have grown to now contribute in so many different ways and across all of our different fields here in Great Britain. And so I want to thank you again to our General Secretary, to our committee, Mr. President, to our Treasurer, and also all of those who are our patrons and advisors. This society is 90 years old. Imagine that, 90 years old. When you start something, you can't imagine sometimes it will go beyond 9 years, let alone reach 90, and then be continuing to flourish. And so tonight I thank you all, and let's together wish the Punjabi Society many, many more years and many great successes for Punjabis to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Seema ji. Ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us pretty much to the end of the evening. I would like to extend a great thanks to Seema ji and her team, Alexander Lawson and Lucy Edmonds, who have been fantastic in the background. They're absolutely fantastic. Please convey that message to them. Exchanged dozens of emails over this week to get everything in place. And obviously Amardeep Chamdal from State Bank of India for sponsoring the evening. And of course to all of you. This evening would not have happened without your attendance. I know there are some members of the society itself. We also have some non-members, but you're more than welcome to join us. If you could just change the next screen. Obviously we have the event coming up on the 15th of September. As I mentioned earlier, please speak to any of our committee members. The goodie bags you receive will actually have a flyer with a booking form on the back. We still have a limited number of spaces available. And I'll ask Amardeep and our Cultural Secretary, Anju, who's a very active member of the society, to hand those bags out to everybody. And also, if anybody would like to join the society, if you go to the next slide, we do offer membership to single people as well as couples. It's not a very costly membership, it's a life membership. It will give you the benefit of having updates on all the events that we organize, any kind of events related to the Asian community, whether they're being organized by other associations, the Indian High Commission, etc. So, and also you will be, by supporting us and joining us, supporting charities in the UK and abroad, as you heard from the work that the society has done. So please feel free to approach any of the committee members who are the badge wearers. And once again, thank you very, very much indeed for coming. There is no event in this room now after 8 o'clock, so feel free to take your pictures and memorable photos of the House of Commons. I would like to ask all the awardees to just remain seated for a few moments while I can ask our top table and committee members to just join behind them and we can just get a couple of photos. And I wish you all a safe journey home, and yeah, thank you for coming.
Hello and welcome to this week's Out and About. In today's show we bring you a double header by the Punjabi Society of British Isles, who is celebrating their 90th anniversary. Their first event was a very special award ceremony held at the Houses of Parliament.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of the Society, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for taking the time out to come and join us to this special event. It's part one of two. We are celebrating our 90th anniversary. The Society was actually formed back in 1928, and we do actually have an annual dinner and dance, which will be taking place in the Ramada Hotel, London, South Ruislip. We do normally actually recognise one or two individuals at those sort of events. But being the 90th anniversary, we thought it'd be something nice to do, something different, something special, and especially for the recipients to be able to come to such a historical building and receive an award which would hopefully be something quite memorable for them.
Dr. Pooja Dasi.
The next awardee is Randeep Singh Lal of Nishkam SWAT. Randeep Singh Lal is founder, trustee, and global operating director for Nishkam SWAT, a humanitarian aid organization which in one of its projects concentrates on making sure that the homeless and less fortunate are fed, clothed, and basic medical requirements addressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very honored to be here too. We don't deserve this, I'll be honest with you. I will accept it, but I will accept it on behalf of the 600 plus, possibly 750 now, volunteers that do all the work in the background. But I think most of all, we'll take this on behalf of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who created Langar in 1469, which we're doing today. We've not created nothing new today, we're just carrying on what he said. He said, serve humanity, love humanity, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji then finished it off by saying, recognize the human race as one. That's all we're doing. We're not doing nothing new here. So recognizing the human race, is a standard for humanity, which is what we do, which is what we have in the room today, and which we're going to carry on doing this, so that Punjabis, Hindus, Sikhs, Muslims, whoever they are recognized for who we really are, not what the media shows us to be. So thank you very, very much.
Those of you that have seen the picture on screen would wonder how Sunil has managed to defy ageism. This is actually Sunil's son, Amit. Unfortunately, Sunil Ji couldn't be with us. He got held up at a medical appointment. So Amit Lamba will be collecting the award on his behalf.
But I just want to take this opportunity to thank the hard-working team at Laguna, our very regular and very long-standing customers, many of which are here this evening. And also a big congratulations to the Punjabi Society of British Isles on their 90th anniversary, with very best wishes from everyone at Laguna and of course everyone in this room for the future as well. Thank you.
Rajinder Singh Makkar is a residential developer and investor. He is an inspirational personality with exceptional skills in problem solving to transact business and enhance profitability. Mr. Rajinder Singh Makkar can pride himself for building several architecturally sound and innovative residential properties around M25 corridor.
Ravinder Singh Sidhu. Ravinder ji is the CEO and the founder of Khalsa Aid, an international humanitarian aid organization based in Slough in the UK. Ravi's passion to serve and the vision to create positive change has seen him lead from the front line in areas of humanitarian crisis for over 18 years. Whether it has been in response to man-made conflicts or natural disasters, Ravi has launched a mission in over 25 countries and helped establish network with local NGO to provide immediate short-term and long-term sustainable relief.
Punjabis have open doors and open hearts. It doesn't matter which side of the border Punjabis are. Punjabis welcome hospitality is legendary. And that's what really was the key in making of Khalsa Aid, creating of Khalsa Aid, what the Gurus taught us, what Randeep Singh said. this is what Sikhi, this is what Punjabi is all about. So when we're working with the Yazidi women who have, in modern day, we have let them down as a whole, as a global community. They've been sold as slaves. So when they come back, we're trying to pick them up, help them. And it does make you wonder how we have become so intolerant as a society, and acceptance of others, and such a challenging, dark time that we forget who we are. Sometimes I see our Punjabis who are joining far-right groups, and that breaks my heart. A Punjabi can never be into far-right extremism. We are acceptance. We accept all. We are tolerant people. We welcome all. So I think in almost 20 years on the frontline aid work, I really do believe love will overcome hate, and love can change the world. And this award today, I actually dedicate to somebody I've been following for a long time, who gave his life in pursuit of justice and exposing the disappearances in Punjab. Just one thing, Kalera, who lost his life, who actually gave a lecture here too. So I think Punjabi society, I'm very grateful for your recognition.
Sir Professor Tajinder Singh Virdi is Professor of Physics at Imperial College London. Born in 1952 in Kenya, his family moved to the UK in 1967. In 1979, after his doctorate in particle physics from Imperial College London, Tajinder moved to Geneva to work at the European Particle Physics Laboratory, where he continues to live today. The final award for this evening, and last but by no means least, is to a newspaper. Desh Pradesh Weekly is the first and most popular Punjabi Indian weekly newspaper in Britain and Europe. Established in 1965 by the late Tharseem Singh Puriwal, who was sadly shot in 1995 outside his offices and passed away, it has acclaimed the largest readership outside of India and is now the largest, most popular and widely circulated Punjabi weekly newspaper representing the Punjabi-speaking community throughout Britain, Europe and across the globe. Before we finish, there is one more certificate of appreciation that we would like to give. The SBI UK Bank. Round of applause for Amardeep Chandal.
It really is a pleasure to be with you this evening to celebrate your 90th anniversary. Can you imagine the situation in 1928 when India was still ruled by Britain? When the Punjab was not the Punjab we know today? The people came to this country and had the vision and the foresight to set up a Punjabi society of the British Isles. They wanted to maintain those culture and those values which they remembered from Punjab. The Punjab of 1928 is different from Punjab of today. It's been divided now 3 times, but still that Punjabi spirit lives on both sides of the 1947 border. And I congratulate you for all the hard work you do, for allowing me to share some of my thoughts with you, and congratulations to all the recipients for the wonderful work you do and for the wonderful example you are to all of us. Thank you very much.
Mr. President and members of the committee, I want to thank you all as well for the foresight, the vision, and also the hard work that has gone into putting tonight on. I think it's been an incredibly special evening, an event like tonight that is celebrating achievement, personal achievement, but also achievement within the Punjabi community, for which we all are incredibly grateful and also incredibly proud. I do believe that the founders of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles probably had no idea where the vision that they had was going to lead. Starting a society like that in a country like ours, with so few Punjabis, people they look to for support, for joy, for love, people who helped them settle, helped each other settle, and that's been the history of our community, reaching out and helping others. Tonight I thank you all, and let's together wish the Punjabi Society many, many more years and many great successes for Punjabis to come. Thank you.
Time to take a very short break, but there's much more anniversary celebrations to continue in part 2, so make sure you join us again in a few moments' time. Welcome back to Out and About. The celebrations of the Punjabi Society of British Isles 90th anniversary continue, and we now take you to the Ramada Hotel in Ruislip, where the organisation held their annual charity dinner.
I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. I've never seen so many men ask you if you wanted to dance. Looking for a little romance, given half a chance. I have never seen that dress you're wearing, or the highlights in your hair that catch your eye. I have been blind, the lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody else, just you and me. It's where I wanna be. I hardly know this beauty by my side.
आज हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं 90th year of our society. And we have done so much work over the years, and number of charity functions have been held by the society for the benefit of the needy, and wide variety of people have been served.
We have been doing a lot of work for the last 40 years to donate to the charities in UK as well as abroad.
दिल बड़ा बेईमान होता नहीं आसान, इसे है समझाना। बेईमान दिल बड़ा बेईमान, तेरे लिए शैतान मेरी ना एक माना। दिल जीते या मैं जीतूं, देखूंगी देखेगा तू, लो दिल से शरत लग गई, मुझे तो तेरी लत लग गई, जमाना का ही लत गलत लग गई, मुझे तो तेरी लत लग गई, जमाना का ही लत गलत लग गई, मुझे तो तेरी लत लग गई।
Tani sir, please tell us a bit about today's evening and what's the motive behind it, please?
This is a day when we want to pay tributes to our predecessors who had the foresight to establish this organization to maintain Punjabi culture, and also to make sure that all those who excel and serve the humanity and the community, they are always honored. So it is always a great privilege to be serving in this organization, oldest organization. I have been involved in this organization for more than 35 years, and during this period, a lot of humanitarian work has been done, and we continue to do it, because every function that we do, it is concentrated on doing something good for the humanity.
To all our distinguished guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the Executive Committee, members of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, and their spouses to our annual charity dinner dance, event celebrating the 90th year of our society, which is tonight dedicated to raising funds for Noah Arks, a North London children's hospice.
Dear friends,
It is a great pleasure to be here celebrating this milestone event of the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles with you all as the General Secretary of the Society. As a society, we continue to work towards supporting charities whenever this is possible. And this cannot be done without your invaluable support. So thank you all very much indeed for your continued support at all times in helping to do so.
Parag, please tell us about the society and what's the motive behind today's event, please?
Okay, so the Punjabi Society of British Isles is UK's probably the oldest society of its type. It was put together in 1928 when there were very, very few Punjabis in this country, and over the years it's grown from strength to strength. One of the prime focuses of this society is obviously the promotion of Punjabi culture, whether you're Hindu Punjabi, Sikh Punjabi, Muslim Punjabi, Christian Punjabi. It's a forum to bring Punjabis together and keep the culture alive. Punjabis are renowned for partying, for music, for food, get-togethers, having a laugh, and that's what this is all about. But at the same time, we mustn't forget all the unfortunate people in the world, and there are a lot of charities that need support and don't get support through normal sources. So one of the objectives of the society is to help charities, and this year we are supporting a charity which is called Noah's Ark, which is a North London hospice, and that is designed to look after children who have terminal illnesses and very short lifespans, to make their lives comfortable and provide support to their families.
Please tell us why events like this are important for the community at large.
It's first to bring the people together, raising the awareness, social values we have or we inherited from our ancestors, to pass on to the future generations, to say that charity work, contributing to the needy people, making sure that we become part and parcel of the wider society rather than your own section of the society. This is the message they give, and I'm proud to associate myself with the organization for so many years and look forward to for their kind work in the future.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, and I think you should give yourselves all a huge round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy anniversary to the Punjabi Society of the British Isles. Thank you.
Gadviji, it's a pleasure to be here once again with yourselves, with ZTV. As we celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, I think it's great what they have achieved in the last 90 years. What they do is, in terms of their philanthropic work, in terms of the charitable work within the community, I think that's great within Britain. But also it's the way that the community cohesion aspect, that how they bring the Punjabis of different faiths together on one platform, and I think that is highly commendable. And I hope that they go on from strength to strength, and the next time we meet up, we'll perhaps be celebrating their 100th anniversary.
आज ब्लू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार फोटो मेरी खींच टूटी किस्मत होगी तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी आज तू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार फोटो मेरी खींच टूटी किस्मत होगी तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी
Now, the Punjabi Society has been founded in 1928 and they have had a glorious history and they are going forward from strength to strength.
We see the success of Punjabis in all our fields: science, arts, media, politics, medicine. In all of these arts and fields, we see Punjabi successful in the celebration of that and pride in our culture.
उसने छुपाया हर अदा में नूर है आया साथ मरे और 77 गाया प्रेम तो रब को क्यों ऐसा बनाया
तेरा जिससे पड़ गया पाला अच्छे को गलत कर डाला तेरा नहीं तेरा कोई दोष दोष तेरा हुस्न ही जबरदस्त दस्त तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त मस्त तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त मस्त
मैं चीज बड़ी हूँ मस्त.
What an incredible milestone and of course an incredible achievement that most certainly is. Our heartiest congratulations to everybody at the Punjabi Society of British Isles. That's all we've got time for this week, but we'll be back at the same time, same place next week. Until then, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.
अपना नाम बता दे पूरा.
Hello, my name is Subhash Chandra.
और आपका
I am the current president of the Punjabi Society of British Isles.
सुभाष जी, इस बच्चे को बताइए आज यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है. मैं यहाँ पर हूँ नहीं, इनके सामने देख के बोलना है आपने, उसको बताएं क्या हो रहा है.
आज हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं 90th year of our society, and we have done so much work over the years, and number of charity functions have been held by the society for the benefit of the needy, and wide variety of people have been served. And we are very happy that this year, this celebration will be enjoyed by our people. Thank you.
Okay, first class. Thank you. Yeah.
Sani Sahab, please tell us a bit about today's evening and what's the motive behind it, please?
First of all, my name is Trilochhan Singh Sani. I am the past president, patron and advisor at the moment of this great society, which is over 90 years old. And this is a day when we want to pay tributes to our predecessors who had the foresight to establish this organization to maintain Punjabi culture and also to make sure that all those who excel and serve the humanity and the community, they are always honored. So it is always a great privilege to be serving in this organization, oldest organization. I have been involved in this organization for more than 35 years. And during this period, a lot of humanitarian work has been done. And we continue to do it because every function that we do, it is concentrated on doing something good for the humanity.
Thank you, sir.
Are you looking at?
No, you're looking at him.
Okay, we can ask.
Roll it.
Okay, Parag, please tell us a bit about.
Okay, Gadin Farti bol. No, okay, bokeh.
Parag, please tell us about the society and what's the motive behind today's event, please?
Okay, so the Punjabi Society of British Isles is UK's probably the oldest society of its type. It was put together in 1928 when there were very, very few Punjabis in this country, and over the years it's grown from strength to strength. One of the prime focuses of this society is obviously the promotion of Punjabi culture, whether you're Hindu Punjabi, Sikh Punjabi, Muslim Punjabi, Christian Punjabi. It's a forum to bring Punjabis together and keep the culture alive. Punjabis are renowned for partying, for music, for food, get-togethers, having a laugh, and that's what this is all about. But at the same time, we mustn't forget all the unfortunate people in the world, and there are a lot of charities that need support and don't get support through normal sources. So one of the objectives of the society is to help charities, and this year we are supporting a charity which is called Noah's Ark, which is a North London hospice, and that is designed to look after children who have terminal illnesses and very short lifespans, to make their lives comfortable and provide support to their families. But today is an extra special day that we are celebrating the 90th anniversary of the society as well now, and it's a great milestone event for any kind of society to have survived this long. Every society community, especially within Asian communities, we know politics arise and arguments are there and all the rest of it. But this society has, lasted the trial of time, and I'm very pleased to say that, we have over 250, 260 guests coming this evening, celebrating this milestone event for us. We're hoping to raise a few £1,000s for the charity as well, and make it a fun evening for everybody.
Parag, you always reward the contribution. You award the members of our community for their contribution. Why is it important to do so? Okay, you always award the contribution from our society.
Yes.
You have also given the award. So what is the why is it important to do so? Wait, and now.
Parag, you've always rewarded the contribution of members towards our society, so why do you feel that's very important to you?
Yeah, it's very important actually. So 10 days ago we held an award ceremony at the House of Commons. Being the 90th anniversary, we thought rather than doing it at this function here today, we will do it at the very prestigious kind of venue like the House of Commons. So it's something memorable for the individuals, very prestigious. And the purpose of that is that, there are a lot of people in our community that do a lot of selfless work. They are very humble, they're very down to earth, and they don't get recognition for what they're doing. I don't think they do it for recognition, but I think it's a motivation that they have been recognized, society has seen them, the kind of work they're doing, and that they have achieved high status in the kind of work they've done. So this year we recognized one Dr. Pooja Dasan. She's a consultant neurologist. She's doing very well in her profession. Ravi Singh, who's from Nishkam's. I'm sorry.
Khalsa. Yeah, okay.
So we went to the House of Commons because it's a very prestigious venue and a very memorable venue for the individuals we recognise this year. But their work is in all kinds of fields and areas, from medicine to social work, voluntary work in the UK and abroad. So a lot of these people, they are constantly working 24/7, and people don't even know who they are. But they're very humble, down-to-earth folk, and they've achieved very well. And they bring, they increase and raise the name of Punjabis, because that's what they are in the background. So the host community in this country, that's why they recognise that the Punjabi community is a very strong contributor to all the work which is happening in this country.
Okay, nod your head whenever you can.
Okay.
You're listening, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we do a lot of charity work. We've done in the UK, we've done it abroad as well, and recognising these people who are from all different walks of life. They could be from a professor in physics to somebody who's working voluntary work.
बड़े सालों से
ये जो है ना भैया हमारा प्रोग्राम I want you to do please.
No problem. Absolutely.
बहुत सालों से जानते हैं
बिल्कुल
मसला हल हो गया सीधी गल ये है हाँ
साहब कैसे हैं आप
हाँ जी
opening champagne. Put the glass here and pour it so I can take the shot, yeah? Okay, now do it. पंचावन्न लगभग था भाई बार એટલે મેં દવા आता तो दर वर्ष
कोई लौड़ तो नहीं किसी दर्शन
नहीं थोड़ा में ऊंचा ऊंचा ना
एक मिनट जरा
Balla sir, please give me your name.
My name is G.S. Bala.
And your title in the organization?
And I am the former president, patron.
Balla sir, share your thoughts about this event.
I am the former president, patron and advisor to our oldest Punjabi Society of British Isles, which is established in 1928. And we have been doing a lot of work for the last 40 years to donate to the charities in UK as well as abroad.
Thank you. Cheers.
क्या खाता है भाई
Sharma ji,
90th
90th. Sharma ji, 90th birthday for Punjabi Society of British Isles, and of course you have been honoring with your presence for many years. So kindly share your thoughts about this event.
It's always a pleasure to come to an organization who is well established. Now, as you said, the 90th birthday of the organization, who has contributed hugely into the charity work, contributed in the aid of education and other areas. And I'm quite confident they will carry on another 90 years to look forward. I feel pleasure to come and join them.
Sharma ji, why do you think events like that, these are very important for our community at large?
It's first to bring the people together, raising the awareness, social values we have or we inherited from our ancestors to pass on to the future generations, to say that charity work, contributing to the needy people, making sure that we become part and parcel of the wider society rather than your own section of the society. This is the message they give, and I'm proud to associate myself with the organization for so many years and look forward to for their kind work in the future.
Thank you. Sharma ji, आपने जवाब दे दिया है, खाली उसको सुनना है. Okay.
Ready?
जी, बोलिए.
Sharma ji, please tell us why. Sorry, what was the question?
Why is it important for the community? Why events like these are important for our community at large? Our community at large.
Okay.
And roll it.
Please tell us why events like this are important for the community at large.
That's it.
And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, Say, have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? Fill my life with laughter, somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my heart with gladness, you take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Take away all my sadness, fill my life with gladness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Take away all my sadness, fill my life with gladness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. I've never seen so many men ask you if you wanted to dine, looking for a little romance, given half a chance. I have never seen that dress you're wearing, all the highlights in your hair that catch your eye. I have been blind, the lady in brown is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody, just you and me. It's where I wanna be. I hardly know. There's I've never seen you shine so bright. You were amazing. I've never seen so many people wanna be there by your side. And when you turned to me and smiled, you took my breath away. I have never had such a feeling of complete and utter love as I do tonight, the lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here, it's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. I hardly know there's beauty by my side. Oh, I'll never forget the way you look tonight. I never made you look tonight. My lady in red. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're gray and old? 'Cause I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
Raji, 1 minute.
When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down,
That's it, thank you.
a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. And as the feeling grows, she breathes fresh to my bone. And when love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. It may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. Loving angels instead. Thank you.
Ladies and gents, let's give him a big, big round of applause for his performance here this evening. Absolutely brilliant. All right, ladies and gents, a very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you here today at Ramada Conference. to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Punjab Society. Very quickly, there is refreshments on your tables, so do sit back, relax and help yourselves. There is a bar in the foyer also, ladies and gents, so if you fancy something a little bit stronger, please do help yourselves. Secondly, there'll be some performances here this evening, ladies and gents, so you've got some things to look forward to. But like I said, in the meanwhile, sit back and relax, and we'll be back with you very, very soon. Thank you.
¿Quién eres tú? Un día está He removido cielo y tierra y no te encontré. Y llegas hoy tan de repente y das sentido toda mi vida con tu querer.
ना मैं समझा ना मैं जाना जो भी तुमने मुझसे कहा है सेन्योरिटा, मगर फिर भी न जाने क्यों मुझे सुन के अच्छा लगा है सेन्योरिटा.
No desvíes la mirada, quédate cerca de mí.
मुझको बाहों में तुम घेरो, समझी ना सेन्योरिटा. चाहत के दो पल भी मिल पाए, दुनिया में ये भी कम है क्या? दो पल को तो आओ हो जाए, पूरे हम होता हम है क्या? सेन्योरिटा सुनो सुनो सेन्योरिटा कहते हैं हम क्या?
Swag से करेंगे सबका स्वागत. Y'all ready to bring the riff back? Swag से करेंगे सबका स्वागत. Swag से करेंगे सबका स्वागत.
I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Underneath the menu, the absolute last line, which says that program is subject to change at the organizer's discretion. I can tell you the program will change because we're still waiting for a couple of our guests to arrive, but the food is going to be on time. So the important stuff is happening on time, but some of the speeches are slightly delayed because we're still waiting for one or two of our guests. But to keep you in the party mood, to get you geared up for a fun evening, please put your hands together for our next dancer, Helen.
तो पता है वो डांसर वाले ने किया वो यार लाइट इधर की ऑन करे वो मैं ब्लू लाइट कुछ नहीं आ रहा है लुक रबिश ऑन वीडियो.
Alright, legends, stay exactly where you are. You have your next performance coming up right now. Do enjoy it. Mr. DJ from the top. Here we go. Big round of applause, ladies and gents, for the belly dancer performance here this evening. All right, ladies and gents, she will be back shortly. But in the meanwhile, do enjoy the drinks on your tables and all the other refreshments.
How can you forget us? Thanks.
All right, ladies and gents, put your eyes back.
2, 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the dance performances, and I hope it's got you in the mood for more dancing later on. We have got another couple of performances. We'll do the formalities and the speeches now whilst you're eating. Hopefully, with your mouths full, there'll be less talking, so you can listen more and pay attention. We'll keep the speeches as short as possible, and then we can get on with the fun part of the evening.
Good morning, problem. Okay. Honorable Members of Parliament, Seema Malhotra, Virendra Sharma, Tan Desi, Onkar Sahota, Dr. Onkar Sahota, we welcome you to all our distinguished guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the Executive Committee, members of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, and their spouses to our annual charity dinner dance, event celebrating the 90th year of our society, which is tonight dedicated to raising funds for Noah Arks, a North London Children's Hospice. The hospice provides clinical, practical and emotional support to babies, children and young people with life-limiting and life-threatening conditions and their families in London. Every child receives a bespoke packages of hospice at home support, including the specialist care and therapies as well as access to family activity program. Their work is magnified by their trained volunteers who give family support at home, helping them spend more time together. There are more than 1,200 children with life-limiting or life-threatening conditions in the London area, but currently no children's hospice building. Especially for building the ARC campaign, we are tonight raising funds to help the hospice to construct London's only children's hospital building, the ARC. Noah's Ark Children's Hospice help families make every precious moment count. We are greatly indebted to all our guests, advertisers, and sponsors for their very generous support towards this worthy cause. Our special thanks to the Managing Director of Punjab National Bank International and State Bank of India and their staff for very kindly being the prime sponsors of tonight's event. We are pleased to say that these great organizations, while supporting businesses and enterprises, have always supported good causes and various charitable events and deserve our great appreciation. We thank our special advisors who have helped this society for the last 30 years, Mr. J.S. Gill, Mr. Sani, and Mr. Balla. We also thank our General Secretary, Parag Bhagava, and our Treasurer, Nirvay Rai, for their hard work and dedicated services in making their events possible. Please put your hands together for everyone. Thank you. We also appreciate the work of our upcoming executive members, Anju Narang and Ajay Arora, for their dedicated support. And we sincerely hope that all of you will enjoy the rest of the evening and participate in our future events and activities by joining our society. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's have a big round of applause for Mr. Subhash Chandra, President of Punjabi Society. Honourable Members of Parliament, Virendra Sharma, Seema Malhotra, Tan Desi. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep that short now and we'll just say dear friends. Dear friends, it is a great pleasure to be here celebrating this milestone event of the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles with you all as the General Secretary of the Society. A few people have told me that it's a great talent to be able to stand up and give a speech or a lecture. I've always thought of it as a God's gift. But I've just been told earlier that a man giving a lecture on any subject is talent, and a woman giving a lecture without any subject is God's gift. I'm sure the ladies would probably agree. Earlier this year, the Society supported India's Independence Day as celebrated by the Indian High Commission, and once again served hot chanas and bhaturas to about 1,000 people. As part of the 90th anniversary celebrations, on the 5th of September, the Society also held an awards evening at the House of Commons, where this year we recognised a number of individuals for excelling in their chosen professions and services to the community. You will find photographs of this event on your table. The individuals included Dr. Pooja Dasan, a consultant neurologist who is sitting here. Put your hands up, let us see who you are. Randeep Singh Lal, the Global Operation Director of Nishkam SWAT. Sunil Lamba, restaurateur of Laguna Restaurant. Rajinder Singh Makkar, UK property developer and investor. I believe he's here as well. Rajinder Singh Makkar there on the table, thank you. Ravinder Singh Sidhu, the British humanitarian and founder of Khalsa Aid, who I believe has recently also been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Sir Professor Tajinder Singh Virdi, Professor of Physics at Imperial College, and the Desh Pradesh newspaper, UK's first and oldest Punjabi weekly paper. As a society, we continue to work towards supporting charities whenever this is possible, and this cannot be done without your invaluable support. So thank you all very much indeed for your continued support at all times in helping to do so. This year, as mentioned by our President, we are supporting Noah's Ark, a very worthy cause, a North London Children's Hospice. You can help us this evening by making a donation or purchasing the raffle tickets that we will be selling tonight. Now, today's raffle is a bit different because the raffle tickets actually look like this, if you can see. These are actually printed by the charity themselves and will give you the chance of also winning a car. You won't win the car tonight. The chance for winning the car, the draw takes place on the 7th of December. But this evening we have a whole host of prizes which are listed in the programs on your table. The tickets are £2 each, 5 tickets in a book, £10 for a book. So please dig deep, generously, just put your name and number on the stubs. We'll use them for the draw tonight, and then all the stubs will be sent to the charity for the draw for the car. We do have a fun-filled evening planned for you this evening, so please do enjoy the food, drink and entertainment. The bar will be there, serving all the drinks. You will also find souvenir brochures on your tables this evening, which are yours to take away. I'd like to convey a very big thank you to everyone who's contributed with adverts for making this 90th anniversary brochure a really special event. If you do require additional brochures, please ask for them. Also, one person on each table can take something away with them today. The centerpieces on the tables have been very specially made for us at short notice by Madhu Khanna, sitting here to my left. And you are most welcome to take these away with you. Any donation you wish to make will be gladly accepted. I would also like to thank our sponsors this evening, the Punjab National Bank and the State Bank of India, who have helped us put this function together. And just a couple of quick shout-outs. One goes out to my sister Purva for 9th of September, celebrating her birthday with the Hindu and Sikh meetup group, somewhere in the corner over there. Let's have a large woo there. Are you there? Yeah. A shout out to Anjunara, who celebrated her wedding anniversary 3 days ago. A shout out to Jagmel Singh Gill for his birthday yesterday. Let's have some noise. And a special shout out to Mrs. Kamlesh Arora, whose birthday is actually today. She's here with her family and friends. So, just moving on. Somebody earlier told me that men are considered to be quite brave because they can sit through a horror film and not be scared. But 5 missed calls from the wife and they really get scared. Any married men in tonight? I'm sure there are. Is it right? 5 missed calls from the wife and you get really scared? So one smart guy invented WhatsApp. Totally does away with having to receive phone calls. But he had an even smarter wife. She added the last seen at feature. Thank God she didn't add last seen with. No, but seriously, I'm told the happiest couples are those where he does what she wants and she does what she wants too. So my wife says. But moving on, friends, I only have talent, so I can't lecture for too long, I can't speak for too long, so I'm going to finish. But once again, please buy tickets generously, help us to make a great donation to the hospice, and do save something for the auction which we have for that beautiful painting there depicting peace, the journey to peace, worth £250 that was donated to us by an Indian artist, Smita Santalia, through Anjunaram. Details are in the programme. Anybody who'd like to be more involved with the society, you're most welcome to become a member. We have a membership application form on the reverse side, the back of the programmes on your table. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. We would now like to make a couple of floral presentations. If I could please request Mrs. Aruna Chandar and Madhu Khanna to come to the front. And if I could please request Mrs. Seema Malhotra and Mrs. Nirmala Sharma to come and receive a floral bouquet, please. Thank you. Aruna ji, if you'd like to please present to the Honourable Seema Malhotra.
वो पाजी पीछे आ जाओ थैंक यू आगे आ जाओ आगे आ जाओ
And Madhuji, if you'd like to present to Mrs. Nirmala Sharma. Thank you very much. No, that's fine. Something for you to take away. Thank you very much indeed, ladies. And Seema ji, whilst you're out here, I would request you to say a few words for us. Please, ladies and gentlemen, Seema Malhotra is an honorary patron of our society, and please put your hands together for our Honourable Seema Malhotra. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Parag, and thank you also Subhashji, the whole committee, and all of you who are here this evening. It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, and I think you should give yourselves all a huge round of applause. I'm also incredibly proud to be here with my colleagues from Parliament, Tandesi and Virendra Sharma. I think Onka Sahota might be here as well. And as the first female Punjabi MP in the House of Commons, it's an incredible honour and pleasure to be able to support all your work in the community and for charity, and as a patron of the society. You know, it's incredible to think that this society was formed in 1928 when there were so few Punjabis here in the UK, when there was so much change going on in the world, before even the Second World War, which was so defining for our country, for our continent and for our world. And yet the efforts of those who founded the Punjabi Society to bring together a community to stay united and bond closely and support each other outside of India, to make sure that the diaspora community could uphold the values that we had together, to set a foundation for how we as Punjabis would be able to both hold on to our culture and our heritage, but also make a huge contribution as part of the mainstream society of Britain. I suspect that if they could see what Punjabis had become in Britain, and how you were all here together, supporting each other and seeing that success that was marked in Parliament in the event that we had just a few weeks ago. The success of Punjabis in business, in arts, in science, in culture, and now in politics. This is a matter of pride, I know, for our whole community. But to be able to anchor that vision and anchor the delivery of that vision and stay together with a strong foundation for the future, that is a responsibility that each one of you has also taken. And so I thank you for that, for the support that you give to the society. And I hope that we will see a very, very successful Punjabi society of the British Isles that continues for many generations to come, with the young people here today growing up to be our leaders of tomorrow. So I wish you all an incredibly happy and joyful evening tonight, and my congratulations to the society and to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, Seema Malhotra, thank you. Thank you. I'd now like to ask quickly Honourable Tan Desi to please come forward and give us a few short words.
Honourable Members of Parliament, Virendra Sharma ji and Seema Malhotra ji, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I say first of all, a real pleasure to be here with you to celebrate this excellent landmark, this amazing landmark for the Punjabi Society of the British Isles. As you celebrate this 90th anniversary, I think what you should bear in mind, and why the likes of Mr. Subhash Chandra as your president, and also from my Slough constituency, may I add, and that's why he made sure that I definitely attended today, and also to Mr. Parag Bhargavji as the General Secretary and your entire Executive Committee. The reason why you can be sure that you are held in high esteem is that there are 3 elected Punjabi MPs. And here today, out of 4 British Punjabi MPs, 3 of them are actually here today to share in your celebrations. And I think that is actually paying tribute to the amazing work that you have done. Well, we've heard earlier about your work towards charity in terms of various charitable endeavours, and long may that continue, because that is important, that as Punjabis here, that we show that we are also very much within the mainstream, contributing in a positive manner to society, not just within Britain but elsewhere as well. And you're also, the other aim, which I think as Punjabis that we should always be very, very thankful to the likes of yourselves, is the promotion of Punjabi culture, Punjabi language and Punjabi literature. I think that is very, very important, that your aspects of bringing the community together, the aspect of community cohesion. ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ, ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਲਈ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਬੇहद ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ. Apologies to those that might not be able to understand a bit of Punjabi, but I thought I might as well throw that in. You can't be at a Punjabi event and not have a few Punjabi lyrics, as I say. But ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਪਈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਫੁਲਵਾੜੀ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦੀ, ਵੀ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਧਰਮਾਂ ਦੀ, ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਮਜ਼ਹਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਨੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ. ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਚੇਤਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦਾ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਨਾਥ ਤਿਵਾਰੀ ਜੀ ਸੀ, ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਨਾਥ ਤਿਵਾਰੀ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਬ੍ਰਾਹਮਣ ਸੀ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਖੂਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੂੰ, ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਆ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਆ, ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਲਚਰ ਵੀ ਆ, ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਆ. And that is why it's beautiful to see people from different walks of life, from different faiths, coming together to celebrate in your achievements. And I hope that you go on from strength to strength, and if time and if the Almighty allows, hopefully you will be back here to celebrate your 100th anniversary. But thank you very much once again for your kind invitation, and I hope you go from strength to strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, Honourable Tan Desi MP for Slough. I'd now like to request the Honourable MP Verinder Sharma to also say a few words. And this will be our last speech of the evening, you'll be pleased to know. Not because it's Verinder Sharma ji, but because it's the last speech.
Okay. ਜਦੋਂ ਨਾ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਵੀ ਕਹੋ ਕਿ ਟਾਈਮ ਥੋੜਾ ਲੈਣਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਲੱਤਾਂ ਕੰਬਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਇੰਨੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹੋ ਹੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਤਾ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਮਾਈ ਕੋਲੀਗਸ ਸੀਮਾ ਜੀ ਤਨਮਨ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਸੁਭਾਸ਼ ਜੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ when I look around ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਡਿਸਟਿੰਗੁਇਸ਼ ਗੈਸਟੇਜ ਦਿਸਦੇ ਆ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਮਨ ਤਾਂ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਲ ਆਫ ਯੂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੇ 90th ਬਰਥਡੇ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋ ਵਿਦਆਊਟ ਯੂ they could not have celebrated 90th birthday. Credit goes to each and every member present here and those who are not present. ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਇੰਡੀਵਿਜੂਅਲ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਦਾ ਕ੍ਰੈਡਿਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਹੋਵੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਗਿੱਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੋਈ ਪਿਛਲੇ 30 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਰਮੇਸ਼ ਜੀ ਭਾਰਗਵਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਨਰਲ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਭੱਲਾ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਆਨਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ 30-35 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਲਈ ਤਾਂ ਵਾਈਡਰ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਲਈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਕੋਈ ਚੈਰਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਸਟਰਸ ਹੋਏ ਹੋਣ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਕੰਗ੍ਰੈਚੁਲੇਟ them ਕਿ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਸੀਮਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਦਿਲ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਔਨ ਦਾ ਫਿਊਚਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਸੇ ਢੰਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਗਲਾ 90th ਬਰਥਡੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਨਾ ਦੇਖਾਂ ਲੇਕਿਨ 100 ਸੈਂਚੁਰੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੇਖੂੰਗਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਯਕੀਨ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ 100 ਸਾਲ ਮਨਾਉਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਦੀ ਆਸ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤਨ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਟੇਸੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਜ਼ਹਬ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਇਰਰਿਸਪੈਕਟਿਵ ਆਫ ਯੋਰ ਰੀਜਨ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਲਈ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾਈਡਰ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਲਈ ਪਾਰਟਿਕੂਲਰਲੀ ਇਨ ਬ੍ਰਿਟਨ ਅਸੀਂ 4 ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਐਮਪੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ 10 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ 14 ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ ਸੀਮਾ ਜੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਲੈ ਜਾਓ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਨੀਡ ਟੂ ਹੈਵ 14 ਪੰਜਾਬੀਜ਼ when we celebrate the 100th celebrations here so I wish ਕਿ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕੈਰੀ ਔਨ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੇਣ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਰਵੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਰਨਲਿਸਟ ਮਨਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਜੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਔਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਅਤ ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੇ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਲਸਾ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੋਵੇ ਭੁੱਖੋ ਮਾਰੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਭੁਚਾਲ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ ਹੌਸਪਿਸ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੌਸਪਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹਾਈਲਾਈਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਦੇਣ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੱਸੋਗੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਟੇਸੀ ਹੁਣਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੀਮਾ ਹੁਣਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਅਗਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਰਹੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੋਵੇ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਨੇ ਸਮਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਛਾ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਟੂ ਮੇਕ ਇਟ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਮੇਕਿੰਗ ਇਟ ਗੁੱਡ ਆਊਟ ਆਫ ਇਟ ताकि वो मैसेज अगे जाए। इन्हें कहता थानू अज फिर सानी साहब बहुत बहुत बधाई, तो मैं समझदा कि असीं अगले साल फिर आके इकट्ठे होके इस तरह ही किसी होर मुद्दे के उत्ते जरूर इकट्ठे होकर उन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूट करांगे। वंस अगेन कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन एंड फ्रॉम मी एंड फ्रॉम माई वाइफ निर्मला एंड एवरीबडी एल्स, बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द फ्यूचर। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please let's hear. Can I please have all the executive member ladies in the front, please? We would like to take a quick photo of all the ladies as well. Arunaji, Madhuji. All executive members, please, and ladies. Whilst that's happening, I have a few more shout-outs. I believe there are a few people celebrating their birthdays. Make some noise. Rohit, Hardy, Shaila, Manjeet. Happy birthdays. And a special mention to Gillian and Andrew sitting on my right in the corner. Gillian and Andrew Kolonosikov celebrating the birth of their grandson at 3 a.m. this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, year 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, I would like to ask all of our executive committee members to please present their ladies with a special thank you in these gift bags. We have one lady member as well. Unfortunately, her partner is not here today. Asha ji.
ठीक हो भैया यार, ये सरदार जी पीछे आ जाए। आप नहीं, वो दूसरे वाले सरदार जी।
रवि मगर मगर
स्माइल से घी, नॉट चीज, घी घी। बहुत सीरियस, बहुत सीरियस। बहुत सीरियस हो गए सारे। मैं क्या कहूँ, घी। थैंक यू।
Seema Malhotra, Tan Desi and Varinder Sharma ji to please come to the front. President ji. Our special advisors, Mr. Bhalla, Mr. Gill and Mr. Sani. Can we please have the committee members all gathered round to cut the cake for the 90th anniversary?
Please look at camera first, please.
And everyone here, please. And now it can be cut. 3, 2, 1, now! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, happy anniversary to the Punjabi Society of the British Isles. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an eggless cake from Paul's Bakers. So it will be served to you with your desserts. But in the traditional Punjabi style, we'll feed each other. Dinner has yet to be had, so I'm sure that nobody wants to eat too much.
Praji! Thank you.
ਬਾਜੀ ਥੋੜੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਪੈ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਓਕੇ done.
Now after the dinner, there is still dinner to go. Thank you. Everybody put your hands together, please, for PSBI. Thank you. God bless. Sarmanji, lovely to see you here. You always honor the community events. Kindly share your thoughts about this one.
Dhruv Gadvi ji, it's a pleasure to be here once again with yourselves, with ZTV. As we celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, I think it's great what they have achieved in the last 90 years. What they do is in terms of their philanthropic work, in terms of the charitable work within the community, I think that's great within Britain. But also it's the way that the community cohesion aspect, that how they bring the Punjabis of different faiths together on one platform, and I think that is highly commendable. And I hope that they go on from strength to strength, and the next time we meet up, we'll perhaps be celebrating their 100th anniversary.
Thank you, sir.
And it's great also that Subhash Chandra ji as the president, who actually lives in my Slough constituency, and also Parag Bhargav ji as the general secretary and the entire executive committee, they have put on an amazing show, and I think it's a testament to the stature of the society that out of the 4 British Punjabi MPs, 3 of them are actually present here today to share in these celebrations.
Thank you, sir. Very kind. And Simaji, lovely to see you here, but doesn't come as a surprise because you are always present whenever the community is concerned. So kindly share your thoughts today.
Well, tonight is a wonderful evening. It's the celebration of the 90th anniversary of the Punjabi Society of the British Isles, and we have a room here full of people who are involved with the society for many years and others who are new. And as a patron of the society and as the first female Punjabi MP in the House of Commons as well, it's a matter of great pride to see how the society, founded in 1928, has gone from strength to strength, and how we see the success of Punjabis in all our fields: science, arts, media, politics, medicine. In all of these arts and fields, we see Punjabi successful in the celebration of that and pride in our culture.
Thank you very much.
dancers. So yes, belly dancing is Punjabi. Okay. We've just had a latecomer guest. I'd like to formally welcome Lord and Lady Sheikh. Welcome to the Punjabi Society of British Isles. And may I request Lady Sheikh to come out and Asha to present you with a bouquet of flowers to formally welcome you. At the organiser's discretion. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dance Asia.
प्रेम रतन धन पायो
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for your dancers. Dance Asia here this evening for a spectacular performance.
Lord Sheikh, lovely to see you. But if there is a community event, Lord Sheikh has to be there and you are here. So kindly share your thoughts about this event and your views.
Well, I'm very pleased to be here. I've supported the Punjabi Society of British Isles for several years. They are indeed very much involved in charity work, and the function today will support Noah's Ark for sick children. Now, the Punjabi Society has been founded in 1928, and they have had a glorious history, and they are going forward from strength to strength. I'm a Punjabi, although I was born and brought up in East Africa. My father came from Amritsar, and we are indeed very proud of the fact that wherever we go, we work hard, we flourish, we do well, but we always perform seva. We like to serve community because I believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Vaheguru, Bhagwan, whatever you might call, whatever your faith is, has blessed us, but we need to think about helping others, and I think it's very, very important that if we are able to help others, we should do so. So the charity today, which is being supported by this dinner, looks after children who are sick. But they not only look after the children, but they also look after the parents. Because if there is a child who is sick, who is terminally ill, it is indeed very, very painful for the family, and they are helping not only children who are ill, but also the family.
Is the next song. Let's take it off.
आज ब्लू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ
Okay.
ना मैं जाना
Enter.
जो भी तुमने मुझसे कहा है सेन्योरिटा, मगर फिर भी ना जाने क्यों मुझे सुन के अच्छा लगा है सेन्योरिटा।
No, they... Sika, 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 sika.
One, eight, go. And again. Come forward. And we sing it. And tag. Now double, let's double. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now roll up. Hey! Everyone! I can't hear you. Give me a hug.
If you don't want to sing it. What can I tell? Too many people sitting down, standing around. Up off your seats, join us on the dance floor. If you don't want to sing it, here we go, raise them up. That's a little bit better. Don't too much space for dance floor. Up off your seats, people. It's Saturday, come on.
ਸਾਡੀ ਗਲੀ
Up off your seats. Raise your hands up. Hey, hey. If you know the words, here we go. Raise your hands up, come on. किसी ने संगना नहीं सर जाने हो जो
तू ते आख्या भुल गया होने और किसे ते ढुल गया होने ऐडा नी सुखाला छड़ीदा
Off your seats, here we go. Prime time, party time, it's Saturday night, here we go, come on. Feet up and hands up in. Here we go. Once you didn't see it now, standing around, come forward, don't be shy. Here we go. Come on. All the hands back to back. Ritzy. Here we go.
ਦਵਾਈ ਜਈ ਪਾਈਆ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਨੇ
से चढ़ गई, पतंग से लड़ गई, कुड़ी पतंग से लड़ गई। उड़ती पतंग जैसे मस्त मलंग जैसे मस्त से चढ़ गई, हमको तुरंत ऐसे लगती करंट जैसे निकला वारंट जैसे अभी अभी उतरा हूँ नेट से करंट जैसे नशे से चढ़ गई, कुड़ी नशे से चढ़ गई, पतंग से लड़ गई, कुड़ी पतंग से लड़ गई, नशे से चढ़ गई, कुड़ी नशे से चढ़ गई। खिलते पसंद जैसे दिल का कलंक जैसे दिल की दरार में हो प्यार का सीमेंट जैसे अखियां में जंग की फराट जैसे मिल जाए सदियों से अटकर बंड जैसे जुबान पे चढ़ गई, कुड़ी जुबान पे चढ़ गई, लहू में बढ़ गई, कुड़ी लहू में बढ़ गई। कमली कहानियों से जंगली जवानियों से जानती पिघलती है पल पल पानियों से बहती रवानियों से हंसते शरानियों से चढ़ गई हम पे बड़ी मेहरबानियों से ऐसे खींचे दिल के पेचे गले ही पड़ गए, नशे से चढ़ गई, कुड़ी नशे से चढ़ गई, पतंग से लड़ गई, कुड़ी पतंग से लड़ गई। कन्नियां कटे कदी बनियां टपके कदी दिल दे चौराहे लगदी है, हंसी कदी ठट्टे कदी गलियां नपटे कदी हंस के कलेजा मंगदी है।
पुदीना देगा नाक का ना गिना देगा चिकनी चमेली देखी चिकना कमीना